What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. So Abby and I already went to the store, and then I realized I didn't have my phone, so I had to run home and grab it. So I'm actually heading back to the store now. Ryan and Abby are both working right now, and we're gonna get a lot of stuff done today. I'm very excited. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more filming than I have been over the past few days. I really have kind of been slacking on that, but it's kind of hard to film because we're not doing too much, but I have some ideas, and we're gonna film a little bit more today. I'm back. So Ryan and I got the PSP and the Game Boy Color stuff all de-stickered and got them kind of alphabetized here. He's going to add the original Game Boy right to the middle here. Oh, we have the glass case ones too. Oh. We should probably do those.
Yeah.
So we're going to be working on those three systems. We have to add the stuff that's in here to it. But we discovered something. I came over here, and I was wiping the dust off of this, and this part up here is dusty, so I started to blow on it, and two stickers from the NES games flew off. And that's obviously not a good sign. They're not sticking to the NES games well enough. Abby!
I don't know.
Knocking everything down.
There's our address.
I didn't get it. But the stickers are not sticking to the NES games, and I think it's because of the texture of the cartridges. We checked everything else. It's sticking to the Genesis games just fine. It's sticking to all the cases just fine. This is something that I tested when we first got them on Master System cases, and I left them. They were just on there normally, and they were out for 3 or 4 days, and they were sticking perfectly fine. So it's going to be an issue with NES and probably Super Nintendo and probably Atari. Any games that really have like a texture to them, I don't think it's going to stick. So our solution is to use some Scotch tape and put them on like this, but we might also switch them to be on the back of the cartridges. This one's kind of gross, but putting them on the back will give us more room to work with, and it'll be quicker and easier to just slap a piece of Scotch tape over it. It's definitely not ideal, but the only other option for the labels are the permanent ones, which when you try to get them off, they just rip and they tear and they leave behind paper and residue and everything, and obviously we don't want that. So it kind of sucks, but you know, there's nothing really we can do about it. So we're just going to keep working on this stuff and get as much done as we can, and then come back to the NES games and change them all out at some point. But yeah, it really sucks. But when people are digging through here and people are pulling games out and putting games back in, if the labels are not stuck on there, like you can see this one right here, it's already kind of peeled up. It's barely even on there. See, it just fell off. So that's not good. When people are pulling games out and putting games in, it's going to like take the stickers off with it. So that obviously can't happen. But if we maybe put the tags on the back like this, it'll be much easier to slap a piece of tape over it, and we don't have to worry about getting it on the label or anything. So really sucks, but we'll take care of that later. We are about to head home, guys, but I just wanted to film one more time at the store here and tell you guys what we did today because we got a ton of stuff done and I'm very, very happy. We are actually much closer to being done than I thought. Just based on the number of systems we still had to do, I was thinking that we were a little bit over halfway, but I think we're more like 85% done right now. So what we did today was got the rest of the NES games stickered. It looks like there's maybe like 10 left to do, just back stock, just Mario 3s. So those are pretty much done. We also did today original Game Boy, Game Boy Color, loose Nintendo DS, loose Nintendo 3DS, complete Nintendo 3DS, loose and complete PlayStation Vita, loose and complete PSP, and Virtual Boy. So we got all that stuff done. Stickers for Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and loose PSP have already been put on the games. Stickers for the rest of them we printed. They are right here. So tomorrow we'll be able to put those stickers on. So basically all we have left to do now is and we've got the Genesis games put away. So all we have left to do now until the end is boxed original DS, PS2, and then accessories and systems. And like the stuff that's down here, like the Atari, the Intellivision, that stuff. So that's all we have left. And then like toys and strategy guides and stuff like that, of course. But in terms of like systems, I thought we had a lot more to go because all the stuff we got done today, a lot of them were smaller bundles, but we have to do Game Boy Advance as well still. But when we were thinking about it, it's like Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, loose and complete DS, loose and complete 3DS, loose and complete PS Vita, loose and complete PSP, Virtual Boy. Like that sounds like a ton, and it is, but we got through the majority of it today, which is awesome. So just boxed DS, Game Boy Advance, and PS2 for systems. Oh, and then all the Atari stuff. And then we're done with the consoles. Oh, wait, no. And Super Nintendo. Forgetting that one. Super Nintendo is going to be really quick, though, because we already have all the UPCs in. We already have all the games alphabetized right here. So it's going to be quick to just go through and make sure we have everything. So a little bit more than I thought, I guess. Maybe we're like 80% done. 75 to 80%. But either way, we're much closer to being done than I thought we were, which is really, really cool. Also worked a little bit on some of this stuff up top. Got things more put together. I'll show you guys over here. When we moved all the glass cases down, we created a lot more wall space over here where the grid wall is, or the slat wall. So we got some new shelves up there we had in the back that were just extras. And look at all this extra space we have still. So I'm hoping that by the time we are ready to open and all that, we will actually have gone through all the rest of the accessories that we have in the back, gotten all that stuff done, and this wall should be completely full in addition to the stuff we have over there. We have a ton of accessories that we haven't messed with yet. We have 2 tubs back in there. I don't know if you can see them. There's these 2 tubs. There's all this stuff over here. There's another tub right there. We have 3 more tubs right there. And then in this room, we have 1 tub, 2 tub, 3 tub. And that doesn't even include the 20 or so tubs and boxes of accessories that we have at home in the garage still. And it's mostly accessories in there. So there's a lot of those to get through, but that is not necessary to complete before, we can launch the website or reopen even. But yeah, like I said, we're much farther along than I expected us to be. And we got a ton of stuff done today, which I'm really, really happy about. So Abby and I are going to head home. I think tomorrow we're going to be doing Super Nintendo for sure, and possibly Game Boy Advance if we can get that far. And I think if we do both of those, that'll kind of take the whole day. But I guess if there's time left over, we might try to mess with the NES games here, get those stickers fixed. Like I said earlier, they're not sticking, unfortunately, but it's not a huge deal, I suppose. A little bit of tape should fix it, and luckily, tape comes off pretty easy too, as long as it's not stuck on there forever. I am not rambling. No, I am. So it's time for us to head home. It is exactly 9 p.m. So let's get our stuff. Let's go. This is going to be the last little portion of the vlog here before I get to bed. I'm super tired. I might not edit this vlog tonight. I might try to wake up a little bit early and do it before we leave. But people have been asking this question quite a bit. And I've answered it a few times, but I figured I would answer it in this vlog as well, just to kind of put it out there if anyone else was wondering. People are wondering what we will do in the case where somebody buys something off the website, but a customer in the store is like walking around with it in their hand already. I've explained before that I don't really think this is going to be an issue. The chances of it happening, I think, are pretty slim, but I'll explain why I think that, but also if it did happen, what we would do. So first off, if it does happen, we'll have to cancel the online order. There's no possible way that I am going to take something out of a customer's hand and tell them, sorry, you can't buy this, it's already sold. That's not cool. But canceling an order on the website, that is not, I don't think it's any nicer, but it is more acceptable to have an online order canceled than to physically take something away from a customer. If you try to buy something off Walmart's website, but then they send you an email and say that they had to cancel your order, that is way different from you going into Walmart, walking around with this, and then an employee comes up and takes it from you and says, sorry, it already sold. Big difference there. So if it ends up happening somehow, the online order will be canceled, or, if it's an item we have multiple of, it's not really an issue. So now let's get into why I don't think it's going to happen. So first off, the chances of it happening, I think, are pretty slim. The items that it might happen with would probably be like the more expensive or the more rare stuff. Like a copy of Super Metroid for Super Nintendo, for example. We don't get that game in all the time. We do happen to have one right now, and that is a game that would probably sell quickly on the website as well. But the thing is, that game is in the glass case. So someone can't really walk around the store with that. They can say that they want to get it, and we can pull it out and put it to the side for them, but it's not something that they can just grab off the shelf and just walk around. The stuff that people can grab is going to be cheaper stuff, maybe an accessory or something. But the main reason why I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't know if I've even talked about this on vlog, but this is something that I'm very excited about, and I think it's going to be really, really cool. Anytime a sale is made on the website, we will get an email. And the email is going to go to an email address that we set up that is going to be tied to a printer, which is going to be right by the register. So basically what's going to happen is that as soon as an order on the website is made, we're going to get a piece of paper printed out with what the items are, and we're going to go and grab them off the shelf immediately. So the only way that it would ever happen is if a customer was already walking around holding something and somebody bought it off the website before they checked out. And honestly, I think the chances of that happening are really, 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 really slim. And if it does happen, it would only even be an issue if we only had one of the item. And I want to say the majority of the stuff that people can just walk around and grab, we have duplicates of. Out of our 2,000 PS2 games, we probably only have 600 to 700 different games. There's so much quantity. If somebody somebody's walking around holding a Kingdom Hearts 2 and then a Kingdom Hearts 2 sells on the website, well, we've got 15 copies, so it doesn't matter. So it would have to be, so like for the circumstances to line up, it would not only have to happen, you know, in the first place, which I don't think it would, but it would also have to be a game that we only have one copy of or something that we only have one quantity of, which, you know, that the chances of that happening are even slimmer. But like I said, if it does happen, we'll cancel the online order, or if we, you know, if we can somehow get another one of them quickly enough to ship it, we would of course do that. Canceling an order is never the, you know, the first choice as a solution to an issue like that. But when it comes down to either canceling the online order or physically taking something from a customer and telling them they cannot buy it, canceling the order online is what's going to happen. So I really don't think it's going to happen, but that's kind of what we'll do if it ends up happening. But the part that I'm most excited about is having the printer right there by the register that automatically prints a paper telling us what just sold on the website. And we're going to have to get a special kind of printer for it that can take an email and print directly from it. Basically, the email that we're going to have set up for it will only be used for those online sales. It will not be used for anything else, so we don't have to worry about other emails coming to it. But, you know, basically, like I said, once that email account receives an email, it'll automatically print it on that printer, which will be located right by the register. So it doesn't matter who's working. As soon as we sell something online, that thing prints out. Whoever's working sees it. They go and they grab the games off the shelf. They don't have to ship them right away, of course, but just physically removing them from where customers could grab or see them will prevent them from obviously being picked up or sold. So, and then shipping can just be done whenever there's some free time. But I'm very excited about that feature. I think is very, very cool. And it's not something that I came up with. I don't know who I heard it from, but it might have been a video I watched or something. I don't remember, but someone else has it kind of set up the same way where as soon as they sell something, it prints out right by the register. It just makes it so simple for whoever's working to keep track of it, because when something sells on the website, it is automatically run through our inventory software, like as a sale. So if something sells online, it is no longer in our inventory system. It acts just like we sold it out of the store physically. So that part is all automatic, and it's just physically pulling the item that we have to do. But with the printer being right there, it makes it super easy and super quick. So I'm so excited about that. I haven't gotten it set up yet, of course. We're still worrying about switching over the actual inventory first. But you know, as soon as we're done with that, we're going to get the credit card terminal stuff set up. We're going to get the receipt printer set up. I've ordered a new one, which we're waiting for. And then we're going to get the rest of the website stuff set up and the new printer to print out the order sheets as well. So that is my super long explanation to that. Like I said, I really don't think it will happen, but if it does, I've already told you guys what we'll do. So hopefully that answers the question. I know if one person asks it, many people are thinking about it. So hopefully that answers all the questions. So guys, that's going to be it for today's vlog. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.